Welcome my dear students. In last class we have seen about closure property of integers. In this class the next two property we are going to check commutative property of integers. Commutative property of integer we are going to check it is true for all the four operations. First of all we are going to check for addition. For addition, the commutative property satisfies or not, we are going to check. That is, if we add any two whole number, for example, if we add 3 plus 5, what will be the answer? 8. If we interchange and add this number, 5 plus 3, the answer is again 8 only. So, if we add any two whole number, the answer is whole number. Like that, if we add any two integers, the answer must be interchange and add also, the answer must be an integer. For example, I am going to take 4 plus minus 3 I am going to take. What will be the answer? Plus into minus, minus. So 4 minus 3 equal to 1. If I interchange and add this, minus 3 plus 4, again the answer 4 minus 3 equal to 1. So see, 4 plus minus 3 and minus 3 plus 4, the answer is 1. So this satisfies A plus B equal to B plus A. If we interchange and add any two integers, the answer is also an integer. So the addition is commutative for integer. Addition is commutative for integers. We have to write the addition is commutative for integers. Okay. Next we are going to check subtraction. For subtraction I am going to use another two integers. I am going to take another two integers and check. I am taking 5 as an one integer and minus 2 as another one integer. Now I am going to subtract both these numbers. Both these integers, 5 minus of minus 2. What will be the answer? Plus minus into minus plus 2. The answer is 7. Now I am going to interchange and add minus 2. The 5 is in positive sign. Minus of plus 5. So here minus 2 plus in minus into plus minus 5. The answer is minus 7. See the answer here. If we subtract any two integers, the answer is different. You can check some more examples in your home. If here I have taken 5 and minus 2, I interchange and subtracted, the answer is here 7 and minus 7. So the subtraction is not true for the commutative property of integers. Okay, is it clear? Now we are going to check for multiplication. I am going to take the whole numbers also. You know whole number is what? From 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. If we take any two whole numbers, 4 into 3, the answer is 12. If we interchange and multiply 3 into 4 also, answer is 12. Now I am taking as integers, that is including negative number also we can write. So I am taking 5 into minus 6. 5 6 are 30. There is one minus sign, plus into minus, minus 30. So now I am going to interchange and write minus 6 into 5. 6 5s are 30, again minus. So in multiplication, the commutative property, the multiplication and the commutative property is true for integers. Okay. Now let us try for division. We are going to check for division. Commutative property is true or not. Division on integers. We are going to check division for integers. I am taking any two numbers. I am taking minus 4 divide by 2. What will be the answer? Minus 4 by 2 get cancel, minus 2. And interchange and divide. 2 divided by minus 4. So how we can write 2 by minus 4. So I am cancelling 1 2 is 2, 2 2s are minus 1 by 2. Here we can check the answer. While dividing by minus 4 by 2, the answer is minus 2. But 2 divided by minus 4, the answer is minus 1 by 2. So the answer is different. If you want, you can check another number also. I'm taking 8 divide by minus 4. The answer will be 8 by minus 4 minus 2. Now 4 divided by 8. So minus 4 by 8. 1 4 2 4 minus 1 by 2. So here also the answer is different. So the division for the commutative property, division is not true for the commutative property of integers. Okay, is it clear? Okay, on the last class we have checked for the closure property. In this class we have completed the commutative property. I'll give some assignments also, you have to complete it. Okay, thank you my dear students.